everyone, let's learn about question tag. A question tag is a short question at the end of a sentence. A question tag is used to ask for two things. One, to check if something is true. For example, they will have a meeting soon one day. So we want to make sure if they will have a meeting soon or not. This is actually another way of asking, will they have a meeting soon? Two, to ask for an agreement. For example, junk food isn't healthy, is it? It means we want other people to agree with us that junk food isn't healthy. Let's see some examples of question tag. If the sentence is positive, the question tag is negative. For example, the baby is cute. This sentence is positive. The question tag is, isn't he? The question tag should be negative. Another example, he looks sad. This is positive. The question tag is negative. Doesn't he? If the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive. For example, they aren't sad, are they? So the sentence is negative. The question tag is positive. The question tag is, are they? Another example, they won't fight, will they? Again, the sentence is negative, and then the question tag is positive. However, it's good for us to know that we don't use a question tag in a question. For example, is the house big, isn't it? This is incorrect. Did she have dinner last night, didn't she? This is also not correct. How do we form question tag? If the sentence has an auxiliary verb, we repeat the auxiliary verb in the question tag. For example, she can play the guitar, can't she? So in the sentence, the auxiliary verb is can't. Then we repeat the auxiliary can in the question tag. It becomes can't she? Another example, he hasn't finished cooking, has he? The auxiliary verb in the sentence is hasn't. Then we repeat the auxiliary verb hasn't in the question tag, but it should be positive. It becomes has he? If the sentence has be as a main verb, we repeat be in the question tag. For example, the little girl is funny, isn't she? The word is called to be. We use is in the question tag, but it should be negative. It becomes isn't she? Another example, they aren't working, are they? The word aren't is called to be. We use this in the question tag, but it should be positive because the sentence is negative. If the sentence has no auxiliary verb and it is in the positive present simple form, the question tag uses don't or doesn't. For example, you like dogs, don't you? The sentence you like dogs is in the positive present simple form, so the question tag should be negative. It becomes don't you? We use don't because the subject pronoun is you. Another example, she lives in the city, doesn't she? So we use doesn't in the question tag because the subject pronoun is she. If the sentence has no auxiliary verb and it is in the positive past simple form, the question tag uses didn't. For example, you watched TV last night, didn't you? The sentence you watched TV last night is in the positive past simple form, so the question tag should be negative. We use didn't in the question tag, okay? Now let's be careful with exceptions. So we will say I am pretty, aren't I? Let's swim, shall we? But you will say let me or let him play outside, will you? And then if you come across positive or negative imperatives, the question tag uses will you. For example, open the windows, will you? Don't eat up the cake, will you? If everything, something, or nothing is the subject, we use it in the question tag. For example, everything is cheaper here, isn't it? Nothing lasts forever, does it? And then if someone or somebody or nobody or no one is the subject, we use they in the question tag. For example, someone saw the accident, didn't they? Nobody has spoken to me, have they? Statements using no, none, neither, nothing, nobody, seldom, barely, hardly, rarely, never are all treated as negative statements. We use positive question tags. For example, the beggar has barely enough food, does he? So the word barely is already in negative meaning. So we use positive question tag. The question tag becomes does he? Another example, she has eaten none of the apples, has she? Again, we see here there is a word none. So the sentence is treated as negative statement. Therefore, we use positive question tag. The question tag becomes has she? Okay, now we come to the exercise. In this exercise, you are supposed to write the correct question tag for each of the following statements. Please make use of the rules that you have learned so far. That's the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.